guys, Mozzarella Kitchen. I'm Julia. So today I'm going to show you how to make a delicious garlic cheese bread as a pizza. It is just my favorite garlic bread now. It is just delicious, so let's get started. I'm using a pizza stone for my recipe here because that just makes homemade pizza so much better, so please get one. They are so cheap to buy, and you cannot, well, you can make pizza without them, but they just taste so much better when you're using a pizza stone. I've used mine quite a few times, as you can see, so it is not that pretty looking anymore. First up, I have to make my pizza dough to make my garlic bread pizza. So for my pizza dough, I'm going to use some all-purpose flour, some durum flour, and then in this box here I have a starter dough that I made yesterday. What I did was to add all-purpose flour and some dry yeast and some lukewarm water in, and just gave it all a good stir, and then I placed the lid on top, and then it has just been resting in the fridge overnight. You have to make your starter dough at least 12 hours before, but 12 to 24 hours is just perfect. And then I'm also going to use some lukewarm water, some dry yeast and some salt. I'm making a double portion of my dough today, so that's why it's looking like a large portion. I'm just going to write down the measurements for one dough portion down below in my description. But you can always add up to double, triple, or whatever you like. So first up, I'm just going to add my dry yeast into my bowl here. And then I'm just going to add in my lukewarm water. And then I'm just going to stir it around until the yeast is dissolved. And now it is time to add in my starter dough. So just in with that. And while that is stirring, I'm just going to add in my salt. And now in with my flour. So my dough has just started to combine, and it doesn't really look that elastic yet, but what I'm going to do now is to add it on medium speed, and then I'm going to run it in there for about 3 minutes. Then I'm going to stop my machine and let the dough rest for 10 minutes. Then I'm going to do it again for 3 minutes, let it rest for 10 minutes, and then do it the last 3 minutes, and after that I'm going to cover it up and set it aside for about 1 hour. So my pizza dough is now done rising, and it looks absolutely beautiful. And I have also already added my pizza stone into my oven onto a rack with some parchment paper on, and then the stone on top. And I have it in the bottom or the lowest mark in the oven, and I have turned it on to 235 degrees C convection oven. And if you don't have convection, then have it at 245 to 250 degrees C. But what I'm going to do now is to add some flour out on my table here, because the dough will be quite sticky. And then I'm just going to add my dough out. It looks absolutely wonderful. Knead it a little bit, not much, and I just need a little bit more flour. And what I've needed here, I'm just going to cut it into some smaller pieces. And while I am rolling these here, I have just cut my dough into 10 pieces because this pizza spade I have is not that big, so I can only make like one person size pizza at a time. And I'm also doing a double portion, so just keep that in mind. In the description I'm going to place a one portion down, so that will be for 5 individual pizzas or 2 to 3 large ones if you have a bigger pizza spade. And when you are adding your pizza stone into the oven, you want the oven to be completely cold because you want the pizza stone to heat up with that. And you want to heat that pizza stone for about 30 to 45 minutes before you add in your first pizza. So I'm ready to make my garlic cheese bread pizza. And I just have this mix here that you can see. I just added some freshly chopped parsley together with some crushed garlic and then some butter on top, and then I just melted it in the microwave. So that is just a perfect garlic mix. And now what I'm going to do is to take a piece of dough here and then add some flour to the top and flip it around. I really want there to be enough flour on so it don't stick at all. And then just roll that out. And now it is time to brush my delicious garlic mix here on the top. Oh yeah, that's going to be so yummy. Am I the only one who just loves garlic bread? I just love it. And this here is perfect for guests. You can serve it on the side to soup or something like that, and they will really appreciate you making a garlic bread like this here because the flavors are just, oh my god, so good. And now I'm just going to add a bunch of cheese. Oh yes. So now this here is ready to get baked in the oven. So just look at this here, it just smells amazing. Oh my god, all the butter is going through the cheese and smells wonderful of garlic. This pizza here got around 7 minutes in my oven. If you want to give it a go, all the ingredients are down below in my description. Now I'm just going to serve this delicious pizza here up, and then I'm going to make all of my other pizzas. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel here, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. Bye!